Good afternoon from Marie at Messy M Creations. I hope I find you well on this, for me, bright sunny Wednesday. So I trust you are all well and ready for a Christmas one sheet wonder. Yay! So if you join me live, please do say hi, and if you are on catch up, then do let me know as well. So we are using the peaceful boughs that we used yesterday to create our various cards. So I've got the three kind of fir needle leaf boughs mounted, and the two pine cones and this splodgy. So the boughs, I've got mossy meadow, old olive and shaded spruce. For the pine cones, cinnamon cider and soft suede. And then for the little splodges, I thought I'd add a bit of colour. I have it in real red or early espresso. So I have a whole raft of card cut so that we can play around with faces and cards and have some fun. Hi Jeanette, hope you are well today. So I am going to start with my lighter greens. So I'm going with the greens first. So I'm going with the lightest, which I would say from these is the old olive. Then I'll probably go the shaded spruce and the mossy meadow, I think. So the old olive I'm going to use for the largest of the boughs. So I'm not sure how I'm going to cut this up just yet. So I'm just going to do what I fancy. Which, who knows? Seems we're going for a little snake across. Might just pop one in there. So Jeanette and I had the same thought at the same time, I think, yesterday about how lovely this would look as a one sheet wonder. Might just pop a couple in the corners, pop that one to one side, close my ink pad so we don't pop our elbow in it or any other such thing. So the shaded spruce, I'm going to go with this, got a medium size of the, or the middle size of the two. Just sort of snuggling the end in so it's close to the one I've already done. I've got some little note cards to hand as well as standard card bases. What note cards allow us to do is make more cards because they're smaller. I haven't even calculated how many Christmas cards I need to make. Quite a number, I suspect. Okay, let's leave that one there. And we'll move to our smallest. Actually, I might do some of the pine cones before I put any more leaves in, or no, let's go with some more greenery. Bless my thought process, eh? Got a squeaky stamp pad there, haven't I? I'll pop that one into there. Yes, it is. My stamp pad is a bit squeaky. I don't know why that's doing that, bless it. Pop some bits. Do I want any more? I'll put another one up there in that little space there. We can always add. Can't take it away once we've stamped it, but we can always add. So I rather like, I'm just wondering, I do love this cinnamon cider for a pine cone. So this is the bigger one of the two. But remember as well, this is going to look completely different once we cut it up. Not necessarily going for a very realistic look. Putting the pine cones at different angles. Stamp one off in that little direction there. Maybe one there. Let's try moving to the smaller pine cone and see. Let's do that in soft suede though. Oh, hold on. So I'm just waiting for the video to catch up. Oh look, what's going on with my hair when that I lean forward, it looks like I've got it sticking out everywhere. Things I notice when I'm on the video. Oh dear. I've got a little gap up here, so I think some little pine cones snuggling into some of these areas. And then once we've put some of these in, we'll take another look. I can't even explain how it looks so different on the video to what it looks like in my eyes in front of me. And as we know, with the one sheet wonders, we have to trust the process and know it's going again to look completely different once we've cut it up. I might do some of those little ones in cinnamon cider as well. Just something about the cinnamon cider colour. Just stamp that off to get rid of the ink before we ink it out with cinnamon cider. Not forgetting that I've got the spots to use as well. Which I think would be quite cute to fill in some of these little areas. So what I might do is pop that aside. And then I'm going to add some of these spots and then see how we feel. So I've got some red as well as early espresso. So I thought, maybe so let's try some of this red, because I didn't know whether it would. What I'm thinking with adding the red is it might add a little bit of more of a Christmassy vibe. So I'm going to add it into the small areas, potentially leave that bit, and let's just see. Another thing as well is all the spots are kind of all in completely different places. So keep rotating it so you don't do all the spots in a orderly fashion. And I mean, of course we can combine them both as well, so let's consider that as an option. Right, there's some red ones down there. I'm going to do some. Now you can see where I've pressed too hard when I've inked that up. Got the ink all over the stamp, so in order not to transfer red, I'm going to clean that off and make a mental note not to press so hard. So let's lightly, that's better. Let's try some brown around these ones. And maybe in this area, let's try a little combination and see what we think. It's all about playing and just having fun with it. I think I might quite like that little combo. So just lightly stamping it, kind of almost twisting it as I'm going to the pad, really just so that what I create is just a different order. Obviously easier because I put it on a small block, so put it on the smallest block it will fit on, and then you can twist it in one hand. I'm not aware of that being a unique talent that I have, although you never know. I'm just going to let the video catch up with me. And clean that up while I'm waiting. This one has a combination of red, the real red, and the early espresso, which I quite like. So I might do some more of that. I'm not even sure how much it shows up on the screen. Yeah, that's what I thought, Jeanette, with the red, although technically I know these aren't a plant that has a berry, but I'm thinking Christmassy. Quite like the combo of the red and the... I did cut some real red bases as well, because I think it might be quite a nice little Christmassy lift. And nothing's to say in any way, shape or form I'm not going to add any more red, but what I'm thinking is where I've got the red, a real red base on a card might just give us a little bit of a more Christmassy feel. The greeting from the stamp set I'm going to use is just a Seasons Greetings. And I've never added stamps to a one sheet wonder once I've cut it up, but absolutely nothing says I can't do that. There are no rules. Rather liking it. Right, I'm going to stop. Just let the video catch up just so that I get a full view of everything I've done. I'm just going to clean that splob off again. There we go. Actually, while I'm at it, I might just clean the other ones while I'm waiting for it to catch up. Alright, as long as we remember we've got a little delay. Because we need to decide what card bases we're going to use. And what colours we're going to create. So that's got that. Right, let's get chopping. So the first one is always, I might just, my base, no, because I might end up with a, this one may end up being quite difficult to stamp an image on, so we might, a greeting on, so we might need to do an extra so 9.5 would give me by 13.9. That's quite an interesting one, isn't it? Although that might lend itself to a that I'm thinking would be lovely just with the season's greetings across there. Is rather nice. See that one, if we cut that in half, I think it could be rather nice. We might need a smaller sentiment on that half. Let's have a little play. So we need 7 rather than, oh, that's why we need to cut it a little bit. Let's cut that one in half to make it up for a little. They're definitely note card size, I think. Nice, there you go. I'm seeing there is, where did I cut that? 14.9, so 7 point. See a note card again there. And that one definitely needs an addition of a little thingy bob, doesn't it? Let's play around with those ones before we make a decision on that one. So this one definitely, little greeting down there. Now let's have a little play. So pop that on a soft suede. Doesn't add anything. So the cinnamon cider I think is gorgeous. And let's try it on a real red and see if it makes that red pop. So we might. Ooh, you know what we could do? We could, how about cinnamon cider card base and a red layer? Rather liking that. Where's my little note cards gone? I've lost my little note cards. Quite got enough there, have we? Note cards, there they are. Let's fold these in half, one of which I've done really well and one of which I've done badly. Get those edges and get our let's try that one. See, that one I think lends itself in that way up, tumbling. That might be quite nice. If we pull out the shaded spruce, which obviously I need to cut this down a little. And I might even need, how about the addition I wonder whether we need an addition of a extra pine cone. I think more pine coneage in this area would finish that off rather nicely. Let's get those. This note card size I think is brilliant for cards. See that we could pop, so we could have the cinnamon cider as a bigger colour base. The card popped up to one side. Oh, actually no, I think the greeting needs to be at the bottom, so it'd be that way round. Quite centrally placed. or even, I've seen the red, how about a nice Christmassy red? There's definitely something about Christmas and red, isn't there? Oh, excuse me, I've got an itchy eye. This one needs, oh, if I can pick it up. So we could do, we've got that gap, we could pop that, we could cut that base off and have a greeting coming across into this area. Or how about adding an old olive in and then having it greens. That's the worst decision, isn't it? All the bases, especially now I've cut all my different colours, so I've got all my options. Because we could. Ooh, how about going old olive and have you got any thoughts, Jeanette? Anybody else? I'm going to stick this one together because I'm pretty confident with that one. I'm going to have a real red. If I can find my real red, we'll be laughing. There it is. So just a very simple, check that's clean before I pop it on the card. Season's greeting popped in there. Lovely. Let's get that layered up. I'm going to confidently used the two the shaded spruce and the old olive. Yeah, I would tend to agree with you. I think the early espresso makes it a little bit too dark potentially, doesn't it? Oh, I've got Jenny's voice in my head again. Bring it towards you, not at a jaunty angle. Let's make sure the card's opening the right way. Pop that on there. There we go, there's one. Let's do, I think this one needs some extra I might stick with the small one as it's a smaller card. Pop a little, oh, they don't go that way up, do they? Just felt it needed an extra little something, that one. So they are 13s so this will be 12.5. So my measurement is always to take half a centimetre off the size of the card base you're working with. If you want to do it differently, of course you can. You can obviously, a greater measurement would give more white to show. That smaller measurement just gives a very small amount of white, which does mean we have to be super accurate when we're sticking. Just to get that nice and central. Lovely. We need a shaded spruce greeting. Make sure we've got rid of our red. Okay, it's my preference to have the greeting in the same colour as the mat that I used, but that is not a hard and fast. That's entirely up to you. You can do it in any colour. Should live dangerously one day and actually try it a different way, shouldn't I? All in the name of stretching our skill sets. So I'm going to keep that all fairly central. That might just need the addition of, ooh, I've just thought, do you know what would be rather nice is holiday. It does as well. The, oops, a daisy. The holiday rhinestones have shaded spruce as one of the colours. I just feel like I need a little bit of, pop a few of those in. Using the smaller ones again because it's a smaller card rather than the bigger size. Just adds a little something. So there we go, there's number 2. So yes, these have Night of Navy, Coastal Cabana, Shaded Spruce, Cherry Cobbler and Pumpkin Pie. It's a nice little combination. Actually, that would be rather cute in there, wouldn't it? So that when you open it, just going to use that little scrap for that. I'm going to stick it in before I cut it. I'm just going to butt it up to that edge. Fingers crossed I've done it straight. Shut it and then find our scissors and just literally from the back cut right across. Get a nice neat cut that way, but that's quite a nice little addition and a nice way to use up a little bit of extra. Chatting away, losing. I've got to speed up. I have a not very well. It's exciting if you're me. So we decided we're going to do that one in that. So I've got a webinar I need to attend at 6:30. So I will just need to shoot off. There oh, I need to cut that before I stick to the main thing. So that is, oh, scissors only work if you take the safety cap off. Yes, they aim the some of these webinars at the dentists who are my customers, therefore they tend to be once the customers would be at home. So that's rather cute, isn't it? I'm doing it again. Turn the card, pull the tape towards you. Don't get into my terrible bad habits, but do make sure you make the card is the right way round before you stick that on. So yes, that will have the addition of the centre. Oh, you know what, this die cut's too big, but we've got the other die cut of that shape, so I think that would lend itself rather nicely. And you know what, I could, no, I can't now. I was going to use some tape. Anyway, stop chuntering, Marie, get on with it. Oh, should we do that double combo of the cinnamon cider and the, that's rather nice, isn't it? And put the cinnamon cider underneath. So decisions, decisions, decisions. So this will need to be 12, then it's 8.2. So the size of your card base minus a ½ centimetre, and the size of your card base minus a centimetre, and then that is going to sit. So I'm thinking I'll do the sentiment in the red again. What colour did I use last time? Green. Let's clean that off. Then I will need to crack on. Get onto my webinar. But it's hump day, so we're more than halfway through the week now. We're on our way down to the weekend. Also, I'm not with you. Well, I'm not with you tomorrow or Friday. So I'm gonna snuggle that in there. You can see I've picked up where that season's greeting is slightly higher and popped it into the space. Might just cut the corner off because we can. So gosh, yes, I won't be back till next week, which will be, oh, empty, get the other one. Gosh, I have to do a post as to what days it is next week. I'm losing track of everything going on. So put that central to that. Stage, it doesn't matter, let's just keep that central to that and then pop that on there. And then we've made 4 cards, and then we've got some bits left over to finish the rest. But that's my first Christmas one sheet wonder, and as we said, Jeanette, this set rather lends itself to a lovely one sheet wonder. So there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4 that we've made today, and then I have this piece left. How much of this can you see? You can see that bit. Get that out of the way, and I have this bit left, which that I think lends itself to being that way up, and that one I haven't decided how I'm going to chop it up. We shall see. But there you go. Hopefully you found that useful, and I will get these finished a little bit later and pop the photos on so you can see how they all ended up. So thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye.